And good morning, and welcome to Wednesday morning active flow and breath work, or breath work and active flow. It is a beautiful sunny day here in mid-March in South Carolina, and we hope it's the same wherever you are. We're going to continue our exploration of Brahmari, or the humming breath or bumblebee breath. So we're going to play with a couple techniques there, and then we're going to move into our active flow. Today's flow is going to be energizing the spine and the core. So as always, I invite you to bring yourself into a posture of support and comfort and prepare to practice. So whatever that means to you, maybe you want to sit in a chair, put your feet flat on the floor, ankles underneath the knees, knees hip distance apart, rest your hands light on the knees. Maybe you want to sit on a cushion or on your mat like I am, elevating the hips, allowing yourself to be supported for 10 to 15 minutes here while we do some breath work. However you want to be, maybe you want to be up against the wall for additional support, it doesn't matter. Just be able to lengthen your spine and be able to breathe. Those are the two requirements. And a reminder as we start our practice today, and I'll remind you again as we move into the flow portion, that it is your practice and that I'm offering, suggesting, and inviting you to do some things from up here, but nothing is required, nothing is obligated. The only requirement is that you be present and breathe. And particularly as we go into the breath work, remember that there is no stress or no strain, there's no exertion in this. You're just taking full inhales and full exhales at the rhythm of your breath pace and at the comfort level of your body. So your breath count may be different than mine, that's fine. Do not feel like you have to follow my breath count. My breath count is there for an example. You're going to find your breath count, what it takes you to take a full inhale and a full exhale at your pace, without stress, without strain, without exertion. And so keep that in mind as we move through the breath work. No exertion, no stress, no strain. The focus is on what's happening in the diaphragm in the body, and the mental attention is focused behind the brow point. So in the center of the forehead, behind the brow point, and you're just keeping your focus there and observing what's occurring for you. Humming breath or bumblebee breath, we started last week. We'll continue through this month. We're going to explore this particular breath this month. It's a centering and cooling breath, a calming breath. And so we're going to start with the idea of trying to find an even breath count. And so what we want to do is make the inhalation and the exhalation be even. And we're just going to explore what it's like to breathe in through the nose and then breathe out with and I will work you through this, with a humming sound. So the inhalation is through both nostrils and just a full inhalation. And then we're going to take the hands, and the pointer finger and the middle finger are going to go behind the ears and gently press forward in the center of the ear so that you feel the ear canal close, and you'll get that echoing sound in your body because your ear canal is closed. And the exhale is out through the nose, but the lips are sealed, and there's a humming sound that occurs right at the top of the chest, back of the throat. And you want to just feel into that sound. And then you'll release the arms and do another full inhale. Bring the arms up, close the ears, and do the exhale hum. And we'll start by just trying to equalize the breath. Whatever your inhale count is, I'll probably do a 5 count here, and then a 5 count exhale. You'll do what's right for you in your practice. And so let's prepare and do this. And then we'll adjust, we'll begin to extend the exhale, and then we'll adjust again. We'll begin to add a little bit of retention or on the exhalation. So we'll just hold the breath out for a moment. As we go through, I'll stop us and we'll just go. We're going to read. The first is an equal inhale, equal extended exhale, trying to do a 1-to-2 ratio. And the third will be an inhale, an exhale, and then a retention. Let's work through this, okay? So find your length and posture, find your extension, find your comfort, find your support, prepare to practice. Bring yourself into yourself. and begin to just find your breath. Become aware of your breath. Focus on your breath and focus your attention behind the brow point as you observe the inhales and the exhales. Hands on the knees. And we'll just do an inhale through the nostrils, inhaling 2, 3, 4, 5, full. Index and middle finger behind the ear. Press the ears forward and then exhale with a humming sound. Release the hands. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Full. Hands behind the ears. Exhale and hum. Equalizing the inhale and the exhale, your breath count, your rhythm, your pace. Continuing at your own pace. Where the equalization occurs. Focusing on the sound of the hum at the top of the lung. While emptying the breath. Continue. We're going to do like 10 iterations of this, but don't worry if you're off your count. Just feeling into the rhythm of this practice. Now that you've found your rhythm, continue the practice, but see if you can add one beat to your exhale. And maybe you can add another beat on your exhale, extending the exhale a little bit longer. Finding the, and then continuing to experiment with your exhale. Maybe you can extend even a little more. So adding a beat, finding your rhythm, adding a beat. Maybe you can get to a 1-to-2 ratio. So if you have a 5-count inhale, ultimately you'll get to a 10-count exhale, or anywhere in between. It doesn't matter. Find what's right for you without stress, without strain. Keeping the focus on the sound of the hum at the top of the lungs, the back of the throat. And the attention at the brow point, being very still as you breathe. No stress, no strain, no extra effort. And now that you understand the rhythm, we're going to see if you'd like to join me in adding a little external hold. So what'll happen is you'll inhale that 5 count, press the ears and hum out the exhale, that 5 count. And just hold the breath out for a 5 count or any portion thereof. So maybe you don't get to 5, same process, no stress, no strain. Inhale. Hold. Inhale. Your pace, your rhythm, your breath. Find your breath. Equal. Inhale. Exhale. And hold. Whatever that rhythm is for you. And we'll just do 10 iterations here. And that'll be our practice for today. Just feeling into the connection. Of stillness, centering, and awareness of the breath. It's a very gentle breath practice. Focus on stillness and awareness. No stress, no strain, no tension. All relaxed beauty. Enjoy the sunshine of the day, the sound of the birds perhaps outside of your window. Sound of stillness within and without your room. Very calming breath. We're going to do 10, and don't worry again if you're not on your count. We're just going to do a few more here if you're with me. Another minute or so if you're with yourself. Let your next iteration. And when you finish, just sit quietly. Close your eyes if you're comfortable, or just focus inward for a moment. Feel into what's changed for you, your experience. Just be with yourself for a moment. Perhaps you feel the centering. Perhaps you feel a little more relaxed. Perhaps you're just slightly more aware of your environment, whatever is going on for you, just feel into that stillness for a moment. Be with yourself and your experience. That is our humming me breath. We're going to continue that breath for the next couple weeks. We'll add a little bit of meter to it as we move forward. We'll work on changing our ratio to 1:2:2. That should be enough before the end of the month. So if you like to practice in between these sessions, I encourage you to do that. Become more familiar with your own practice. If you just came for breathwork, thank you so much for coming. If you're staying for the flow, today's flow is going to be about the spine and the core. We're going to move the spine, move the core, waking up and moving energy around the body, activating and feeling good about things. So as we prepare for that, I'll invite you to bring yourself onto your mat. Okay. And come to a tabletop position. That would be hands underneath the knees. Hands underneath the knees, excuse me. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Finding yourself here. And then we're going to begin. As you inhale, you'll let the spine arch as the belly drops and the crown lifts. And as you exhale, you'll round the back. Letting the head roll under, letting the hips roll under. And you'll move at your pace, inhaling, exhaling, arching and rounding, beginning to move the spine with the breath. Not a difficult movement, but focus on feeling the spine move and aligning it with the movement of the breath. So breathing in and breathing out. Now again, no stress, no strain here. However, there will be effort because we're moving and you're working at the rhythm of your breath, not mine. So I may be going a little faster, a little slower than you. That's okay. We're just feeling into what it's like to move the spine with the breath. And be focused in the body as we move through this practice. Waking up the spine, feeling the spine start to energize. Now you're going to modify as you need to. If this is pressure on your wrist, you're going to adjust with your gear. You're going to stop when you need to stop. You're going to move to the rhythm of your body. You're going to do what you need to do to take care of yourself and your practice, remembering that it is your practice. None of this is required. Your only requirement is to be present and breathe. Just stay with it, almost there, feeling into this awakening and finding your breath and the alignment of the movement to your breath. Inhale up. And then exhale. And now we're going to add the leg. And so you'll roll over the ball of the right foot, lift the right knee, and then lift the right heel. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the knee to the nose underneath the body. So there's a rounding and an arching, rounding and an arching, moving with your breath. Again, your pace, your practice, your breath, adjusting as you need to, modifying as you need to, lengthening, strengthening the back, moving with breath, finding rhythm, being in your practice. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release that knee. Preparing for your other side, and adjust as you need to, reset as you need to, square everything off. Roll over the ball of the left foot, lift the left knee, and then lift the heel, point the toes, lengthen on the inhale. As you exhale, bring the knee to the nose. Find the rhythm of your breath. Find your length. Find your rhythm. Be in your own practice. Waking up and moving here. Inhale, lengthen, hold. Exhale, bring that knee and that elbow down. Just sit up, come off of your wrists for a moment, release, let your wrists shake out. And then I'm going to come facing you so you can see. I'm going to sit on the heels. If this is challenging for you, you may want to take a pillow or a cushion, place it on the top of the calves, sit on the cushion. That may make it a little easier. If it's not accessible to you, fine. Cross your arms, grab your opposite elbows or your opposite bicep, tricep area. Hug yourself a little bit. And then we're going to lean side to side. So you may take the legs apart a little bit for balance. Exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Move with your breath, finding the amount of mobility and availability that's there for you. You may just be moving a little each way, maybe a little further. You're going to allow your body to lead you through the practice in the way that is right for you. Inhaling up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down. Staying with this. Just moving your spine, feeling yourself begin to open. Inhale to center and release the arms. Adjust as you need to recenter yourself. Bring yourself back. And now we're going to add a twist. So we're going to take the arms up, elbows at shoulder height, palms forward, Bring the thumb and forefinger together. And as we inhale, we're going to go left. And exhale, twist right. Inhaling left, exhaling right, as wide as is available to you. Find your range of motion with no stress or no strain. I like to allow my elbows to lead. That gives me that full opening, staying open across the chest, staying elbows at the shoulders, and allowing the breath to move across the front of the body. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Again, your breath, your pace, your rhythm. You may be going differently than me. You're working with your breath. You're feeling into your practice. You're being in your body. Adjusting as you need to. Finding space, freedom, wherever you are. Just staying with this beautiful opening. Allowing the twist to open the body, feeling the spine waking up, moving the spine in all directions today, activating the spine and then the core. Spine is the key to our youth. Yogis teach us. And so we want to keep ourselves active in the spinal area, which allows our central nervous system to regulate, moving with your breath, the alignment of breath to practice. Head just moving with the body. No head movement, the spine turns, the head moves with it. Just a few more here. Inhale to center. Just hold this breath for a moment. Lift from the base of the spine, lift the pelvic bowl, lift the heart, look up behind the brow point. And then exhale, release the hands, release the body. Okay. Now that movement we did on hands and knees with the spine, I'll turn sideways so you can see it this way. That movement we did with this arching and rounding, we're going to do that in this posture. So it's going to be that same process. We're just moving the spine, rounding, arching. So no forward and back with the body. We're just moving the spine. So as you inhale, belly comes forward, spine arches. As you exhale, spine rounds. Inhaling, exhaling. Find your breath. And work with your breath. Again, not a complicated movement, but we must be focused and attentive in order to be in rhythm of the breath. Eyes focused behind the brow point. Relaxed in the body except for the spine that's moving. Inhaling forward and arching, exhaling back and rounding. Spinal movement. Seated cat-cow, if you will. Feeling into this. Maybe you feel a little different mobility in this posture than you did on your hands and knees. Freeing up the pressure in the arms and the wrists, releasing the pressure in the thighs and the hips, just moving the spine, freeing ourselves here, staying with this. No stress, no strain, but full aware movement, mindfulness, attention, intention, rhythm, your practice, your body moving to the rhythm of your breath. your alignment of your central nervous system with your energy body, with your physical body, feeling into the beauty of this day, this practice, this work. Inhale up. Focus behind the brow point. Lift from the base of the spine. Lift the pelvic bowl. Lift the heart. Stay lifted. And exhale. Release everything. And now we're going to come standing for a moment. So allow yourself to find yourself standing. We're going to interlock the thumbs. And as you inhale, feet are hip width apart. Slightly soften knees. You're going to inhale, take the arms up and let the belly come out. Let the arms extend. Look up. Maybe a slight back bend here. That's your inhale. As you exhale, the knees are slightly bent. Slow, deep, full exhalation. Come all the way down. Release the head, release the hands. Maybe the hands touch the mat or your gear. That's your exhale. On the exhale, the belly comes in. On the inhale, belly comes out and we lift and lengthen. On the exhale, we fold. We move with our pace, our rhythm, our breath. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Full inhale, full exhale, equalize. Find the length on the inhale. Find the release on the exhale. Let it out on the inhale. Diaphragm in on the exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling, your rhythm, your breath, your pace. Stay with it. Inhale up, lengthen and lift, extend, lengthen, lift, long, and exhale. Release gently, and then come seated. Now I'm going to take a wide-legged seat, whatever that is for you. Now, let me get where you can actually see me. I've got too much stuff here. Got it. In this wide-legged seat, you want to sit up straight. So maybe you can reach your toes, and maybe you can't. Maybe you can reach your shins, and maybe you can't. Maybe you can reach your thighs, and maybe you can't. Maybe you're just seated here. It doesn't matter. You want to stay upright. And then we're going to move through these extensions. Exhaling, we're going to come down, bringing the head toward the knee, maybe just a little bit. Maybe this is your movement. It doesn't matter. You want to stay extended through the spine, however far you can go. Wherever your hands are, where your hands are. Inhale here, lengthen through the spine, bring the heart forward. So no scrunching in. We're open through the chest, arms forward. So maybe your hands here or here, it doesn't matter. And then exhale down, bringing your head toward your knee. Inhale, center, exhale down, head toward the opposite knee. So you're moving with your breath, and maybe your movement, like me, maybe you're an old person with a stiff lower back, and you're only moving a slight amount, and that's fine. Keep the legs wide, move to the extent that is available to you within the mobility of your body, breathing into this practice, being in it. Feeling yourself moving with breath. It's really rhythm to breath, right? Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, in. Whatever's right for you, your rhythm, your pace. It's not about how far you can go. If you're like me, your head is not even in the same neighborhood as your knee. It's just what's available. You're moving out of that lower back, opening that lower back, gently nudging into freeing up yourself, allowing energy to flow all through the back area, finding the freedom and mobility that comes when the spine opens and becomes available to you. Just staying with this, almost there, a little bit more. Inhale to center. Use your hands and see if you maybe can get maybe 1 inch wider in your legs. Maybe not. Maybe that's not available to you. Doesn't matter. Again, and here we go. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And again, maybe with that 1 inch wider, you lose 1 inch of length on your side to side maneuver. That's okay. Whatever is available to you is what we're working with. Yoga is about working with what we have, being where we are. Work in your practice. Find your flow within the context of your breath and your body's dynamic. Breathing in as you come to center, breathing out as you lower towards the knee. Maybe you're moving a little quicker than me. Maybe you're moving a little slower. It doesn't matter. You're working in your body at your pace. Inhale to center. And then exhale, lengthen and lean in. Bring your chest towards the floor in front of you. Now, find the place where you're at the edge of your mobility. No stress, no strain, just feeling that length. Now, as you inhale, feel the belly fill. And as you exhale, feel the belly empty. The diaphragm moves back towards the spine. So pull in on the diaphragm a little bit, up and in to finish your exhale. Feel that belly movement as you breathe. Inhaling, belly fills. Exhaling, diaphragm towards spine, belly empties. So you begin to feel that movement there as you're lifting out of the lower back. Breathing. Inhale halfway up. And then release. And bring your soles together. So the soles of your feet come together. Your hands come to the end of your toes, maybe underneath your toes a little bit. You're seated upright and straight. Or maybe you can wiggle in, maybe not. And then in this place, you're just going to allow your knees to gently butterfly. Gently, gently. Staying long out of the spine, staying lifted in the heart, gently allowing the knees to just flutter. Very gentle here. Very simple movement. Wherever you are, however you are. Very still, just allowing the knees to gently allowing yourselves to be. In our breath, just focused on being still while the knees flutter. Almost there. No stress, no strain, finishing up here. Come to stillness, inhale, lengthen. Now, as you exhale, you're just going to lean forward, whatever amount, keeping the heart forward, keeping the crown long. And inhale, straighten, exhale, lean in. Inhale, exhale. Again, mobility is driven by your body's capabilities. Your focus is, excuse me, your focus is simply on moving with your breath. On your next exhale, lean in, hold this, lean. Now breathe here, feel the belly out on the inhale, in on the exhale. Come halfway up, and then release. Let the legs go long. You're going to come down onto your back. Excuse me. And bring your heels toward your buttocks. So that your fingertips may lightly graze your heels. That'll be your distance. Maybe you can grab your heels if you like. Maybe your fingers are basically here. And then what we're going to do is, as you inhale, you're going to lift the hips, coming into your bridge. And as you exhale, you're going to lower until you're just hovering. And then inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Move with your pace, your breath, your rhythm. Move your body with your breath. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. So maybe your pace is different than me because you're in your own breath, and your breath is different than mine. Your practice is different than mine. Your body is different than mine. Your practice is to be in your breath, in your body, not mimicking what I do, but finding your own place on your mat, in your practice, working with the breath. Inhale up, lift and lengthen. Squeeze from the base, lift the pelvic bowl, lift the core, lift, lengthen, and then lower down. Release the legs long, down onto your back. Coming down onto your back. Now your hands are by your side, or if you need additional support, would like additional support, you can bring the back of the palms underneath the SI joint, that's the top of the buttocks, and that will provide you with a little additional support. You want to press your middle and lower back into the mat. You want to feel as if you're rooting down. And then in this place, press the palms down, press the middle back and lower back down, relax the head and shoulders and lift the feet. And then we're going to bicycle the legs, inhaling in, exhaling out. Your pace, your rhythm, straight, press straight out. So you're pressing through the lower back, supporting yourself, pressing through the heels as you lengthen through the legs, breathing here, feeling your strength, feeling yourself here as we engage the core. This very much engages the lower back, muscles in the lower back, the muscles in the core. Bring the knees in, work with your breath, breathing here, finding your rhythm, finding your flow. Pressing down through the lower back to maintain your strength and your focus. Strong control, strong movement here. Being in your practice, finding your breath and allowing the breath to provide you the strength that you need. Strong movement. You've got this. Don't know how strong we are as we press through that lower back and feel into that core, letting that core engage and fire, bringing the heat, bringing the strength, spreading that strength throughout the body, using the breath to keep us focused, staying here, working with it, feeling the energy, feeling the heat, feeling into this practice, breathing deep and long. Almost there, you've got this. Bring the knees into the chest. And then release the legs long. Let the toes fall up and let the palms fall up. Just rest here. A minute's rest. Just rest. Reconnect with your breath. Reconnect with your practice. Reconnect with your focus. Feel that energy and that heat begin to move throughout the entire body. Allow yourself to let go. Feeling the dynamic movement, the active flow of energy in your body. We have a twist and then our guided rest. Beautiful work today. Find your breath, let go. Feel the heat and energy move through the body. Okay. Bring the soles of the feet to the mat, the knees to the sky. Take the right leg up to the sky. Reach up behind the calf, the hamstring, maybe the foot. Bring the forehead toward the knee to the length and press through the heel. Cross that right leg over so that the thighs are pressing tightly, the knees are outside each other. Maybe you can hook the foot around the calf, maybe it's just outside the calf. Take your arms out like 90 degrees, create space. As you look over your left shoulder, let your knees drop to the right. Let weight of gravity and the weight of the right knee and gravity be your guide as you look over your left shoulder, keeping your left shoulder down, relaxing, releasing. Your twist here, take the knees away from the face. If you have a thought, it's the knees are moving away from the face and down towards the ground. No stress, no strain. Not trying to torque ourselves into anything. We're just allowing the weight of the leg and gravity to open through the hip and through the back as we gently relax over the left shoulder. Breath here. Feel the breath all the way across the front of the body. Inhale back to center. Extend the right leg long. Let it come down to the mat. And then bring the right heel toward the buttock, right knee to the sky. Take the left heel up to the sky, reach behind the hamstring, the calf, or maybe the foot. Lift, bring the knee towards the forehead, press through the heel, get long, and then cross the left thigh over tightly outside the knees touching. Maybe you can hook the foot, maybe not. Arms out to the side. Look over your right shoulder as you exhale and let the knees drop to the right. To the left, excuse me. So the weight of the left leg and gravity, taking the knees away from the face as you look over the right shoulder, keeping the right shoulder down and relaxing the back of the head, relaxing the chin, opening through the right side body, feeling the breath across the entirety of the body, being in yourself. No stress, no strain, just allowing the body to open as it will, relaxing as you breathe deep. And then as you inhale, bring the knees back to center, the head back to center. Take the left leg high and then down to the mat. Let the right leg extend to join the left. Bring your hands down by your side, palms down for a moment. Let the heels go out, turn the big toes in towards each other. Engage as you rotate in, press everything down into the mat. Press the back of the head, the back of the shoulders, the middle back, the lower back, the hips and buttocks, the legs. Rotate a little deeper in. And then exhale, turn the palms up, let the toes fall out and let go. Just let go. You're done, be done. Allow yourself to be done. If you have a cloth for your eyes, now would be time. If you have a blanket or a shawl for your body, now would be the time. Otherwise, just close your eyes or take your gaze inward. Let go of everything. Let go of your breath. Let go of your intentions. Let go of everything at this point. Just release. Be done. Allow yourself to be done. And as you let go and are done, I invite you to bring your attention into your heart space, center of your body. And perhaps you'd like to, in that space, call forth any one person in your life whose efforts have allowed you to be here. Any one person that's provided support for you, any one person that you're grateful for, a sense of gratitude. Allow a sense of gratitude to arise in your heart space. And maybe it's just the idea of a sense of gratitude, whatever that is for you. And as you let go completely in this restful posture, I invite you to grow that sense of gratitude even bigger yet. With each inhale, perhaps expanding that sense of gratitude to fill a little bit more of your body. And as you exhale, I invite you to share that sense of gratitude by extending it to your fellow beings, whether they're in the panel next to you on this Zoom call or whether they're anywhere they might be in this universe. And as you let go and release even more, I'll invite you to expand your sense of gratitude even bigger yet. Maybe it fills your body completely. Maybe you give it a color, a shape, a texture, a smell, a name, put a little light behind it to illuminate it, taste, temperature, it doesn't matter. Make it big, make it clear, be very clear. And as you exhale, I invite you to extend that sense of gratitude to yourself. And as you rest here in the completeness of your practice and the fullness of yourself with gratitude surrounding in and outside of you, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And as always, I'll remind you that this is your practice. And I'll invite and encourage you to stay here in this grateful rest for as long as you like.